Hey, it's James from Overtime Heroics MMA. I'm here today with UFC's Brok Weaver. How's things with you today, Brok? All right?
Oh yeah, man. Just woke up getting my morning coffee on.
Getting the morning fix to start your day off strong, yeah?
Yo, yeah. Yep. Gonna do training in about an hour and move throughout the day off that.
Yeah, always a good start of the day getting your coffee fix. We get straight into the questions then, Brok. Obviously, a lot of the fans these days will more than likely know you coming through the Contender Series. How was that whole experience for you?
Say that again. You broke up a little bit.
Sorry about that. Most of your followers and fans will probably know you from coming through the Contender Series. How was that as an experience for you?
Man, the Contender was crazy. Very different atmosphere than I was used to fighting in, with no crowd, no hype, and none of my people there, and Dana front row, and it was a crazy experience. Had more nerves for that fight than I did the UFC debut. Actually, it was it all worked out great though. And great experience. I'm glad and blessed that it went the way that it did.
Yeah, I mean, it was great to see you come through that. I personally followed you for a bit longer from footage that I've seen, but I mean, it appears to be you've developed one hell of a fan base coming from that going into the UFC. Obviously, going into the UFC then, your recent fight with Vargas, I remember seeing an interview just after the fight. You was quite sort of down and demoralised with it, really, as to how it went. After a bit of reflection on that, have you changed the way you feel about it, or do you still sort of consider that to have been a loss on the night, really?
I was a little out of it that night, man. I had a mild concussion. Real fuzzy after the fight. I started having a headache, emotions going up. I didn't know. I didn't know how bad the knee was, the illegal knee. I didn't know I was on my butt. I actually kind of thought that I was getting up on a 3-point stance with my underhook like I usually do, like I was getting ready to. I didn't know that I was still on my butt, and he grabbed the back of my neck and did that. Then yeah, I said in a real fight, I would have lost. But also, in a real fight, it would have been all anything goes. Captain Insano shows no mercy. I would have definitely gouged his eyes out or something. I mean, but I ain't here to street fight. I'm here to fight under rules, get paid. So after everything's died down, it was a good call from the ref. The ref could have missed that, and who knows, anything. It could have been a crazy loss under my record. No hard feelings against Vargas. He did what he had to do. Maybe he did it out of desperation because he couldn't control me on the ground. I was getting up. I was hunting submissions. He just went desperately for something, and hopefully the referee didn't see it, or maybe his adrenaline was up, and I was in his head, and he just had something against me, and he just really wanted to hurt me. So maybe it was an accident. Who knows, man? I asked for the rematch. My manager said the UFC has not said nothing about it. I talked to McMaynard that night back at the lobby of the hotel. He's like, we really don't run them back like that, we just move on. He's like, but we'll talk about it. So people say stuff like that. It usually means it didn't happen. Now, Vargas, he's 0-2, 33 years old. He gets some more. If he gets to stay in the UFC, he might get cut. If not, he gets some wins under his belt. I get some more wins under my belt. Maybe we can meet for a top 15, top 20 spot eventually, or even lower in the ranks than that. And we can run that back. And there'll be a lot of hype then on it. It'll be even more hype. People, So who knows, man? God, I believe in God. God's got a plan, and he's setting it out for me. The way it wasn't the way that the UFC debut was everything went perfect. Weight cut, everything, walkout, tremendous energy from the arena with all the natives in New Mexico, all the tribes. The love was tremendous. They hyped me up on the card. My UFC debut was I was on the main card in front of a lot of guys that fought for belts. I mean, it was crazy. I can't complain. I got the win. I'm 1-0 in the UFC. I mean, I got a payday. If Vargas wants to win like that, or that's on him. We're professionals, man. We know the rules. The only way I was getting up the way I get up is because I know the rules. I know I can get away right there without getting kneed until I get to my feet. If I knew that he could knee me on my butt, I would not leave my face open and get the underhook. I would definitely be getting up covered up. There'd be different approaches to that. And if you see in the contender against Devin Smith, I got up every time by getting underhook, leaving my face open. I knew he could knee me to the chest, but I could take that. I knew I could get punched to the face, but I could eat a couple of those until I get to my feet,
Yeah.
But it's it's why they make rules, man. And you got to play by them. And if you don't, then you suffer the consequences Vargas has suffered. 33 years old, 0-2 in the UFC. And who knows if he's even got another one. You gotta be calm out there. You gotta be collective, man, and you gotta pick your shots, and you can't play dirty these days, man. The cameras, the lights, it's gonna get you, and outside, inside the ring, we as UFC fighters, we gotta watch everything we do. We can't post nothing. We can't cheat. We can't do nothing. We're held to a certain standard, and it's a live and learn lesson for him, but it's all good, man. On to the next. Hopefully they can get me in there April or May, man. I'm just started back training yesterday, so
yeah, I was just about to ask that actually. Obviously, you say you received a concussion at the end of that. I was just wondering, was it actually a medical suspension he was on, or you are good to go?
Nah, man, 30 days rest. That's it.
So we should be seeing you shortly then, hopefully.
Hopefully, man. Hopefully they get me back in there and let me. I ain't got nothing against Vargas, but I am mad at him in a way because he robbed me of my war. He robbed me of my. Win or lose, I wanted a war, and I thought he was I thought he was gonna give me that war, being Mexican pride and tough and like to bang. I thought it was gonna be a war. I thought we was gonna get bloody. I thought I thought we was gonna both get 50 G's or one of us get a knockout at the end of the fight or whatever, a submission. I thought one of us was going to get a bonus, win or lose. It didn't matter. I just wanted my war. My first UFC fight, he robbed me from that. But like I said, I think this made a bigger story for me because everything, from the Dana White looking for a fight show where he didn't show up to contender where the guy didn't make weight till I come back in the contender and did that. And then to the high testosterone when I was supposed to make my UFC debut in October 12th. Coming back all natural. It's just delays and delays and delays on me, and trial after trial, and it's just another trial and just another add to the story of the Chata Tuska, man. And I'm ready for the next one, and if it's got something crazy, then it ain't gonna surprise me.
Yeah, that led nicely into one of my questions, actually. Obviously, you go by the nickname of Chata Tuska. For the people that might not understand, can you explain the meaning behind that?
It means Choctaw warrior or red warrior. I spell it a little different. A lot of the Choctaws spell it Chahata, Chahta, but I spell it Chata because if you do deeper history on the Choctaws, the first founder of the Choctaw was actually named Chata, and he spelled his name Chata, and then he named the tribe with another H in it to separate it from his name. So I went old school and changed it up a little bit. They actually pronounce it Chahata Tuska, but I just spell it and pronounce it Chata Tuska. So just be a little different, and you know, and it blings out there and sticks with me good. So I like it, man.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's certain things that can make you quite unique as a fighter at the moment. You seem very happy and vocal to talk about your religion and your heritage. Whereas a lot of guys don't seem to really want to go into their own personal lives. What is so important to you about your religion and your heritage? What do you feel it's done for you throughout your career so far?
Man, a lot of people out there think a lot of Native Americans we worship these forest and spirit gods and stuff. I mean, the old gods. I mean, yeah, back in the day, Native Americans did believe in that, and Vikings believed in Thor and Odin. You know, but I've come to a realization in my tribe. It come to a realization a long time ago that Jesus is the one true King. I'm a full blown Christian. Um, Jesus is everything. He's the only thing you can feel when you pray to something. He's not a dead God. Um, he's he's the one real God, man. And it's took me 25 years to find him. And I'm glad he saved me a couple years ago and is working on me every day and every through this fight. And that's the mission, man. You know, get Jesus out there and get uh, natives out there and get the. I mean, most natives I talk to are Christians. I mean, they come to a realization of that a long time ago too. There was a famous Cherokee chief back in the day, and he said, um, "The settlers come over here with nothing, but they had Jesus, and we had everything. Now they have everything, and we have Jesus." And I really like that about you know, a chief standing up and saying that, and he said it. He said that saying back in the old days, and to step up like that and represent the one true living God is I thought was big, just definitely because of the smackdown he got from his people too. So uh, Jesus is it don't matter, man. White, black, Asian, Native, it don't matter, man. There's only one. There's only one God, and there's only one people, and that's what really matters. The whole Native thing, trying to get my tribe recognized. I love my people, and yeah, we are natives, and we live on a state recognized tribe. And we're trying to get federal recognized and get. And I want to help other natives out there. The whole thing going on in Canada, the Standing Rock out there, and I want to represent them as much as I can and help them. And but when it comes to religion, man, it's just one religion, and it's Christianity or just Jesus, man. And that's you know that's what I rep. That's what I'm about.
Yeah, for sure. Obviously, you say you're a proud mower. How did it feel for you to be obviously the first male Native American to represent in the UFC? How proud was you of that? What sort of support have you got out of that as well?
Oh man, I'm very proud, you know, to wear that headdress out and at war paint. Um, see them natives going crazy. I went to a Southeastern Polytechnic Indian school there in New Mexico and did a speech. It's just crazy that it's crazy, man, that all the support I have on social media from natives from Canada to the northerners of the United States and the South. Every tribe, hundreds of tribes are hitting me up through social media, you know, supporting me, and it it feels great, man. You know, to be like you said, the first native male repping, and I believe God's got something in store for me. We can take this thing further and you know help the people get seen. You know, people just the government just pays us off. The federal recognized tribe, it just pays us off to sit in the side and be quiet. Um, you know, I hopefully one day want to maybe start my own, you know, Native American fighting organization or you know, just something, man, something big for the natives and MMA, because now there's a lot of Native American fighters hitting me up that I didn't even know that was that many. A lot of amateurs out there hitting me up, you know, saying I was a big inspiration to them, and they're gonna make it to the UFC now, and they know that it's possible, and I try to reply back to all of them. It's a lot, but yeah, I just tell them, keep God first, man, and don't give up, man, and work very hard, work extra hard, and it's all possible. I'm living proof, 13 years of hard work and finding the Lord and getting my life straight, and I got there.
Yeah, I mean that's got to be an amazing feeling for you, really, to have all these guys coming out now, knowing that you were a big part of that. Because obviously, I mean, they've been there, they've been on scene, but they're not that recognised. And the fact that you coming out and doing this now is giving them the inspiration to step forward. That's got to be feel really good.
Oh yeah, man, it's pretty great.
So then, Brok, what's next for you? As you say, you're looking to fight sort of April, May time. Is there anyone specific you'd like to throw a name in the hat? Is there someone you'd like to go out with, or are you just happy to fight all comers and take it one step at a time?
Man, I would love to fight somebody in the top 10 for my second fight, but who knows? It says in the word, speak stuff into existence, and get somebody in the top 10. I would love that for my second fight. Somehow, if that could happen, some dropout or something, who knows? But it really don't matter, man. If it's not nobody in the top 10, it really don't matter. The goal is to fight Khabib. Is to make it to him. He's the champion right now, and when I make it to him, he might not be the champion anymore. So then the goal is to make it to whoever's the champion. So for the last 3 years, I've been, I train only for Khabib. Everybody I train with, and everybody I always imagine there could be. He's a champion right now. If Conor becomes a champion, or Tony Ferguson becomes a champion, then my mindset is to train for Tony Ferguson, and everybody else don't matter. And that's that's the goal. To keep chopping away and chopping away until I get to the number one spot and fight for the ship, man. And just add a little more legacy to my career. And I've won a belt in every organization I've ever fought in, amateur and pro, except one. And the UFC belt is really the only one that ever mattered. So it is to get a belt. That's the goal. Whoever's got it, like I said, Khabib's got it right now. Every time I train, I envision when somebody gets on top of me, I envision it's Khabib. When Vargas was on top the other night, I was just imagining Khabib, and he even done the little leg crossing thing that Khabib does, the mount against the cage. And I've trained against that for like the last 3 years with my guillotine. I seen Dustin put that guillotine on him, almost got him, gave me hope because I'm a guillotine guy. So I trained with that. I actually, I actually let him slide my legs in and get it like that. So then when I did a little hip bump, it gives me full guard with the guillotine immediately. And a lot of people don't see that. They're like, "Oh man, he was controlling you." No, he was not controlling. He was defending his neck the whole fight. He was never he was punching me in the body. Okay, didn't hurt. I mean, little body shots from the top that don't hurt. He may hit me in the face twice with little up shots like this. That don't hurt. I'm sitting there smiling, hunting his neck, and then boom, I almost caught him in a guillotine. He escaped that barely, but. Yeah, I mean, looking at that fight, rewatching it, I counted him with two. Standing up, I counted him with two. He caught my kick. I never kicked to the thigh. I don't know why I kicked to the thigh. I always do calf kicks. And he got that in, man. But the goal is to fight number one. But I mean, I would love to fight. I would love to have memorial fights too, against legends like the Diaz brothers or I would definitely take. I don't even know why. I guess I'd call him out. I would take Dan Hooker. He just lost that fight. I don't think he deserves to win. I would like to fight Dan Hooker. My boy Jason Knight that I train with, been training with since I was like 17 years old and fighting. He whooped Dan Hooker back in the day, and I think he's just got an easy win. Easy win. He really lost that fight against Paul, but. It's all good, Even Paul too. Paul would be a great fight for me, man. We would bang, I just want wars. I don't want no easy fights out there, I want all memorable fights. I want a legacy like Diego Sanchez. You know, he's got a lot of heat on him right now for what happened the other night. He's a legend, man. He ain't got nothing to prove to the world anymore. He ain't got nothing to prove. If he did take that easy win and punked out the last 2 minutes, oh well. He got a payday, man. He was losing the whole fight, and then he found a way to win. Yeah, you're gonna win it. I mean, he's a legend, bro. The dude has fought everybody and went to war with everybody. So, I mean, I like Diego too. We talked. He would be a great fight. A great exciting fight. Me and him, we'll go to war. I know it. Two warriors. Yeah, man. Conor. Everybody's calling out Conor, but Conor's the money fight. The dream fight, the movie fight. I'm gonna make a movie for me. It'll probably be Cowboy. From me being the Indian, him being the Cowboy. But I guess those are a few options out there. That I would like, and maybe at least I'll get one of them.
Yeah, well, I hope so for you, Brock. Well, look, I took up a lot of your time this morning. As you say, you've got training coming shortly. I just want to thank you for the time you've given us, and really wish you all the best, and in particular in the next year and going forward in your career. And I really hope you get that legacy you're looking for.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it.
All right, thank you very much, Brock, and good luck to you, mate.
Thank you, man. Thank you. God bless.